you feeling?
Couldn't face getting into work today. Been on this thing for hours. I can't believe how much info there is about motor neuron disease.
Had some lunch?
Yeah, great. He's dead.
I can't remember the last time I sat down with some daytime telly.
You better get used to it.
I think so. Hey, guy.
I think you're playing at 8.
Oh, nice to see you, and all.
Got off and left us. You had to hitchhike all the way home.
I'm sorry, but I tried to find you. You've gone missing. I had to get back for Nicky's dad's funeral.
We mustn't have looked very far. We were only in the pub.
Aye, the wanderers have returned.
We set off at 7:30 last night. We had to sleep in the service station in Bristol. Thought we were never going to get home.
You murdered her.
He's wherever he is.
Yeah, no thanks to you. Knackered. Any chance of a cover, Sinbad?
Hey, never mind all that. You better jump in the bath and get yourself cleaned up. I'm starting to think you wouldn't show.
Can't I just sit down for 5 minutes?
No, you can't. You've got to report to the police station this afternoon. You can still be facing assault charges for all we know.
Yeah, I don't need reminding, you know.
Did you have a good birthday?
Yeah, it was sound.
Look, there's some cards for you over there, son.
Any from your mum?
Doesn't look like it, mate.
Oh yeah, surprise, surprise.
Hey, anywhere from the police?
Nothing.
At least that lad's going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Not cycle natural just the same.
What kind of attitude is that, Tim? He's laughing because that lad's in a wheelchair.
You didn't find it so funny when your Ben ended up in one, did you?
Well, that Ben's not a fascist.
It still doesn't make it right. Look, this isn't over yet. Leo and Jerome could still be charged. They might get sent down. Will you still think it's funny then?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, love. You heard about Susanna?
Oh, yeah, Jackie phoned me. I can't believe it.
The world seems to have gone mad.
I only just realised. Come on, come here.
Hey, it's nice in here.
Grandpa!
Oh, you kid! Look at there! Have you missed me?
A little bit.
A little bit, is that all? Thanks very much.
Hi.
Oh, look, I haven't done anything rude, but I'm just on my way out.
Oh, no rest for the wicked, eh?
Was that kid's coming? Oh, see you.
See you later.
See you, love. So how's your wrist?
Oh, it's a lot better, thanks.
She's got a smashing place here, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Just have a few pop.
Come on, I'll give you guys a tour.
So, should have been on her own then?
Well, she did till we moved in.
Oh, nice. Hasn't she got a boyfriend?
No.
Oh. I suppose she's like you then, eh? Too obsessed with her career to find time for men.
Not quite.
Oh, right. So how come she's single? Good-looking girl like her, she could have the pick of any fella, couldn't she?
Oh, I'm sure she could, but she wouldn't be interested.
Oh.
She's a lesbian. How is she? Her lung collapsed. They put her on a ventilator. How? They won't even tell me if she's gonna make it or not. I'm sure she will. The legs of her rose come up smelling her roses. What's up with you? I know this is not a good time, but I haven't got any choice. I can't look after the kids anymore. What? I don't care, I will share. There's no way I can carry on working for her.
Well, why not?
If I tell you, will you promise to keep it to yourself? Is that the sort of thing you want the whole world knowing about?
Yeah, I promise.
She was having an affair with Greg. I thought Nicky must have made a mistake. I practically tore the house apart looking for some proof. And I found it. You don't look very shocked. Don't I? You already know, don't you?
You finished?
Sorry, I don't seem to have much of an appetite. Just feels so awful.
Well, don't. Feel awful for Mark, yes, but
don't feel you've got some part to play in all this.
But can't you see this explains everything? He's been through this completely alone. He even let our marriage fall apart rather than tell me. It all makes sense now. His lack of interest in everything, his clinginess.
Look. At least your decision to leave him wasn't clouded by his illness. You left him because you wanted to. Because you stopped loving him.
But if he'd confided in me from the start, then maybe I would have been more understanding.
And what? Stayed with him out of pity?
No, stayed with him because I would have realised why he was behaving the way he was.
But why? You've told me yourself. You've wondered whether or not you two were even right for each other in the first place.
It's terrifying, all that stuff on the net. Can you imagine how he must be feeling?
I can't. I suppose each of us would deal with it differently.
There were some sites on alternative treatments. They were saying that some of the treatments can help slow the progression of the disease down.
Look, there are no miracle cures. You may be able to slow it down, but that is about it. It is a terminal illness. He is going to die.
How can you be so cold?
Because I'm a doctor, I have to be pragmatic. I can't get emotionally involved.
Yes, well, I'm not a doctor. I am emotionally involved.
Look, I have to get back to work. I really hate leaving you like this. Are you going to be all right?
You'll be fine.
Oh, why don't you give us a shout so we've seen the time?
Oh, you'd obviously needed it.
I'll never be able to leave this house again after last week.
Why not?
I made it right to show myself.
Don't be soft.
No, what I'll expect is just pick ourselves up and start all over again.
There's nothing else we can do, Mum.
Nick, everything seems like such an effort. Even getting out of bed.
I know. That's why it's so important to try and start getting back into some sort of normal routine.
But how can I? Every time I hear a car pull up outside, I'm half expecting it to be them home from work.
I know. But they wouldn't want us sitting around the house mourning them forever. They'd want us to move on, carry on with our lives.
That's the last thing I'm thinking about. It'll be a long time before I can move on.
Hey, I've just had the letter back off the uni. Do you want to know when I'm going to go back?
What have you decided?
I don't know. Part of me feels like packing it all in.
Well, give yourself time. I mean, you can only go back if and when you feel up to it.
Do you know we're supposed to go to university after his dad died? We never bothered in the end. I reckon he'll end up regretting it.
There's nothing stopping him from going on in the future, is there?
I reckon he will one day. I mean, he's far too bright to be wasting his time doing all kinds of rubbish jobs. I suppose I should learn from his mistakes. I should be planning ahead, trying to make something of my life.
So what do you know about the girl? Apart from the fact that she's a thingamajig.
A lesbian, you mean?
Yes, all right, thanks, Josh.
Callie already knows. I've explained it to her.
Can't we know she's a...
But does see why it should be some big secret?
Oh, my God, Lindsey, are you soft or what? She's just a little kid. You don't know what kind of effect this might have on her in the future.
She'll be open-minded. I thought that'd be a good thing.
So is this Shelley one ever tried to, you know, make a move on you, anything like that?
Tad, I'm straight, and Shelley knows that.
But you've only known her 5 minutes, and she's asking you to stay with her. What's all that about?
She thought I'd been beaten off to death by some burglar. She was trying to help me out. Dad, this has got nothing to do with her sexuality. We get on well. We've got a lot in common.
Yeah, not too much, I hope.
So when did you find out? It was a while ago now. Who else knows? Well, hardly anyone. Apart from Lindsey. I bet you that gave it all something to gossip about in work. You must have had a real laugh at Margie's expense.
Hey, it wasn't like that. I was as shocked as you when I found out.
Greg, of all people. No one knows all the ins and outs of what exactly went on between them. I think I know enough.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't easy for them either. I mean, life's more complicated than that.
Oh, don't give me all that. She couldn't give a toss about anyone else but herself.
Oh, come on, that's not true.
He was a married man. He was going to be my father-in-law. And he was carrying on right under my nose. If it wasn't for her, I'd rest up your life now.
You can't say that.
If she wasn't hanging on with Greg, he would never been at that club in the first place. And Jason would have gone in there after him trying to save him.
Look, I can understand you feeling like this, but Susanna needs all the help she can get right now.
There's no way I can carry on working for her. Imagine what position that would put me in if Margie ever found out.
Well, she won't. I don't know what he tells her.
Well, I'm not going to take that chance. She was devastated at that funeral. I think if she finds out about this, it would kill her.
What are you doing all dressed up? I'm coming with you. You don't need a chaperone. You've got one whether you like it or not. Leo, hurry up, will you?
How come you two aren't at work? Who's the chippy?
What?
I thought you said the Jerome was okay.
It is. You just misses some things, that's all.
I said, how come you're not at work? What's up?
Chippy's closed, Tim.
Why? You done it up?
Do you want to tell him or shall I? The place was completely trashed by those knobheads.
I know you're disappointed, Tim, but Nick's decided to call it a day.
You what?
Look, I got an offer for it. I've decided to take it.
Oh, is that why you cut me hours before I got off? Break it to me gently.
No.
So where does that leave me? What about my job?
Look, I'm sorry, Tim.
I bet you knew about this all along, didn't you? Is that why you sent me off with Leo and Jerome? Sorted out while I was away?
No, it didn't happen like that.
Look, Tim, you're not the only one who's lost your job.
Yeah, well, some of us will be worse off than others, won't we? So did we get, redundancy or anything like that?
Look, we'll talk about that another time. I've got more important things to be worrying about right now. Me and Leo could get charged today. And all you're worried about is some dead-end job in a chippy.
Well, it might be some dead-end job to you, but it's all I had. I wish I never even bothered coming home now.
What's up with him? I'll explain on the way. Come on, I'm going to be late for the business. Sinbad, we're getting off. See you later.
Good luck. We're going to need it.
Seeing as you and this Shelley have become so close, don't suppose you told her the real reason why you're too scared to go out?
No, of course I haven't.
Cam's still been hanging around all the time, you know. But what do you think of here? Love, this has got to be sorted once and for all.
Tell me something I don't know.
He still wants the club. But he's not just going to let you disappear. And while you're hiding out in your nice, cosy little cottage, it's me he's putting all the pressure on.
I'm sorry, Dad, but you think I'm enjoying this? Eh? Not being able to visit you and my mum for fear of being attacked by some lunatic.
Yeah, okay, all right. So what are you going to do about it?
I honestly don't know.
But I know one thing for certain. I'll never let him get the best of me again.
Do you want a ham, Mum?
No, nearly finished.
How many have you done?
Oh, Nick. I've done it again, haven't I?
Never mind.
I wasn't even thinking. I was just in the wheels in you. It's so weird.
Mum, it doesn't matter. We've got Emily.
Homework club. Said she'd be in about 5ish.
Oh, at least she's back at school.
Yeah, it's for the best. Having all her friends round her.
Have you had any more thoughts when you're going to go back to work?
No, I couldn't face it, not yet.
What about your new job?
I thought about it. No way I could just go off and leave you two. I suppose better write to them, let them know.
Don't go rushing into anything. I mean, you might feel differently in a few weeks' time.
No, if your dad was still here, he wouldn't want me to go. He'd want me to stay now. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Hi, good afternoon.
Glad to be home, let's put it that way.
I was saying to Lindsey, what a lovely place you've got here.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, do you like living on your own?
She doesn't live on her own anymore.
I meant before you two turnaways moved in on it.
Yeah, I've always been quite independent, I suppose.
Right, Lindsey says you're single.
Oh, yeah.
I've got your eye on anyone at the moment. No nice girls on the horizon. Hope you don't mind me bringing that up, only Lindsey was telling me that you're well, you know.
A lesbian.
Yeah, right. It's not being too personal, what put you off, fellas, in the first place? had some bad experiences, have you?
I don't think it quite works like that, Dad. You either are or you aren't.
And with more people than we realise hovering somewhere in the middle.
Well, the world's changing now, isn't it, eh? I mean, you've only got to turn on the telly these days and you can't move for lesbians. Jumping out of the screen at you. Live and let live, that's my motto. Yeah, I mean, what two adults get up to behind closed doors is nobody's business, is it? As long as they're not flaunting it. Not doing anyone any harm, are they?
Dad, isn't it about time you were going?
Yeah, suppose I should. Anyway, your mother'll be on for court soon.
Oh, she hasn't been done for shoplifting again, has she?
Didn't notice. She's on jury service. See you, Carls. Oh, nice little kiss for a granddad. Right. See you, Shelley.
Bye.
Well, she seemed quite nice.
That's because she is nice.
Yeah, well, don't be letting her try anything else.
Oh, Dad, you're unbelievable. I'm a million times safer here than I would have been at yours with Callum on the prowl.
Well, that's just as well. But remember what I said. You can't hide out here forever.
I don't intend to. I just want to keep a low profile till I've decided what to do, that's all.
Good. Well, the sooner the better. I'll see you later.
See ya. Oh, sorry about that. I've never been so embarrassed in my whole life.
Oh, don't be. Live and let live, that's what I say. As long as he doesn't flaunt his heterosexuality, he's not doing any harm.
So what to go? So what are you going to do? Just dump the kids on me? I'm sorry, it's not my problem. Please, Katrina, you can't walk out on Susanna now. She could die for all we know. Yeah, well, don't be expecting me to cry if she does. Couldn't you at least wait and see what happens? I've made up my mind. What do you do for the kids? I mean, they know you and they're used to you. It's not their fault Greg and Susanna were having an affair, is it? When she's out of it, she doesn't even know what's going on. If you walk away now, the only ones who are going to suffer are the kids. This is hard enough for them as it is. At least with you, they've got some kind of stability. Can't you hang on to them just till we know what's going to happen with Susanna?
I don't know.
Please, Katrina. They don't deserve to be messed about anymore. I'll tell you what, if you need a break, I'll look after them tonight and it'll give you some more time to think about it.
How come no one's getting in touch with the husband? Isn't he the one that should be here looking after them?
Susanna wouldn't want that.
You just said yourself, there's a chance she could die. We should be getting in touch with them anyway.
If the worst comes to the worst, then I'll contact Max. So what do you reckon? You stick with it?
I suppose you're right. I haven't done anything wrong. I could do with a break though. I'm worn out.
Well, like I said, I'll have them tonight and I'll have them all day tomorrow. Is that okay with you?
Looks like I'll have to be.
You're still on that thing.
Right, so.
I thought it was going to be astronomical.
It's just so much to take on board.
For you.
Wow, have I done to deserve these?
No, I thought you might need some cheering up.
Very nice. It might take more than a few flowers.
Shall I log off?
No, I haven't finished yet.
Come on, why are you doing all this?
I just want to know everything there is to know.
That I can understand, but it's not going to change anything.
I just feel so guilty. If I'd have known...
But you didn't know. I can understand you being upset. Anyone would be, but you're talking like you regret ever having left him. How do you think that makes me feel?
I just want to make it up to him.
Well, how do you intend to do that? By going back to him?
I don't know.
So you've considered it?
I didn't say that.
It sounded like that to me.
I'm just so confused.
You're confused. So you'd actually go back to a man that you've said you don't love anymore?
It's not like that. He needs me.
I need you. What about us? Well, how can you even consider going back to him?
God, can't you see it's not that simple?
Yes, it is. What's happened to Mark is absolutely dreadful, but we can't let it come between us. Can you honestly tell me, after all that we've been through, after all the time that it has taken us to get together, that you could actually just walk away from it like that?
Oh God, I've been worried sick.
Kept us hanging around for ages, Sam.
To speak to us for 2 minutes. Well, come on then, put us out of our misery. What's happening? You dropped the charges.
Yes, nice one.
I don't think I've ever been so relieved in my entire life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, at least someone's had some good news today.
It's not that brilliant.
What was that?
I said it's not that brilliant.
Why not?
Doing devil for GBH. Well, let's just be grateful that you two are in the clear. I hope you've learnt your lesson now, because you don't know how lucky you are.
Lucky? You're joking, aren't you? One of our best mates could get sent down.
Well, someone's got to pay for what's happened to that lad.
And who's going to pay for what happened to Sinbad?
Look, this has already got out of hand. Enough people have been hurt.
All we were trying to do was defend ourselves, and now he could get sent down. It's out of order.
The spot wasn't clean up, he's told them there. You know everything is in Susanna's, don't you?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll manage.
Right then, I'll leave you to it. Got the keys?
Yeah, and thanks again.
I mean it though. Once Susanna's got the all clear, I don't want anything more to do with her. I'm only doing this for the kids.
Yeah, I know you are. And I'm dead grateful, honest. Thanks.
See you tomorrow.
See ya. Come here. Poor little thing. I don't know, Harry. What's going to become of us, eh?
Maybe it's time that someone got in touch with Max.
You are joking, aren't you?
He doesn't know yet, and I want to tell him myself.
So what? What's wrong? It's because I was raped.
How does it feel to know that you're responsible for another kid's death?
Rough stuff and dirty dealings with the Sopranos after the break.